In this video, we want to construct a stem and leaf plot for the following data. This will help display the data in a way that will be a little bit easier to read. We'll have stems on the left and our leaves on the right side. Looking at the data, notice that all of the data has 2-digit numbers. We're going to use the first digit as the stems. Notice that the numbers go from somewhere in the 40s at the lowest point to somewhere in the 90s. Doing a quick scan, we can see it starts in the 40s and goes up to the 90s. So the stems will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the leaves will be the second digit in the data. So look at the 40. Notice there is a 41, so that leaf will be a 1. Now there are no other 40s, so we'll jump to the 50s. Look for all of the 50s in the data, and ideally we want to put these in order. So there's a 50, a 52, a 57, and notice there are two 58s, so we'll put the 8 twice in our list for the leaves. Up next in the 60s we have 62, 68, and two 69s. With the 70s, we have two 71s, three 73s, four 75s, a 76, three 77s, and two 79s. Moving into the 80s, we have 81, 83, 87, and two 89s. With the 90s, we have 0, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the reason we want a stem and leaf plot is it organizes the data in a manner that makes it a little bit easier to read. Let's say, for example, that this data represents exam scores. If all you had to begin with was this jumbled up set of numbers, it's really hard for someone to quickly glance at that and know how well the class performed on that particular assignment. Whereas if we looked at the stem and leaf plot, with the data organized nicely like this, we can quickly see how the class performed. It looks like most people on average scored in the 70s, and you can also see how many people scored in the 40, 50, 60 range or the 80 and 90 range. It's just a little bit easier to read when we organize our data.